What's up guys, hope you're doing well, having a frigging good day as always. In today's video I've got a frigging, and oh my god, and a bit of an unbelievable, oh my god, what the hell just happened story from last year here in Bangkok, Thailand. Okay, so it started off around about 10:30 at night. We were laying here in bed and that and feeling absolutely frigging shattered, trying to get to sleep, and then someone slammed the frigging damn door. I live in an apartment building, and then nodding off again, and then probably about 15 minutes later, again the frigging door slams, wakes me up. In about 5 minutes, door slams again. Oh my god, I'm getting frigging annoyed. So I come to my frigging door, I open the frigging door, I look out to see if I can see anyone. No one was there. Oh my god, I'm getting really annoyed. I'm frigging tired, and I am a terrible frigging sleeper. So then we get back to bed, and I'm like, okay. Again, probably about 5 minutes after that. Again, oh my, freaking wake me up. So I then come outside again, and with a little bit of a raised voice, will you shut the beep up? Have some respect. It's freaking like 11:30 at night now. I want to bloody get to sleep and that. Have some respect for people. You're in a freaking apartment complex, not a freaking bloody house in the middle of the bloody countryside. Keep it bloody down with you. So yeah, I come back to bed and everything. I couldn't see anything at all. What an a-hole slamming the doors at that time of freaking night. I mean, any time, but bloody hell, that time of night. I mean, what an absolute beep head. Yeah, just come back to bed and then I hear a super friggin' loud as fudge. It sounded like someone bloody booted the door. So I'm coming to my door to see what was going on. By the way guys, yeah, probably a good idea to look through the hole first and make sure you have the lock on and just open the crack or something, or just look through here first. But then what I did, yeah, I opened the friggin' door and guess what I saw? That kind of rhymed. What the hell was that? There's some friggin' like a bald bloke standing at my door doing this, looking at me. And obviously I'm like, yeah mate, can I friggin' help you? Is there any reason why you're smashing my door in the friggin' like middle of the bloody night? And again, I just get the look like, I was like, are you friggin' on drugs? Are you drunk? I couldn't smell any alcohol, but I was like, are you drunk? What the hell's wrong with you? So he didn't answer anything at all, and that, she came up behind me. I think she said something as well and whatnot, and no answer at all. So as I'm standing there, I'm half like looking at his hands, and they seem to be a little bit like twitchy like that, and I can see them moving, and just like in a split second, it feels like friggin' ages. Like if you're in a situation like this, it's like a bit like time dilation. Everything feels like slow-mo and everything. But yeah, super quick. He suddenly put his hands up right at me like this. I suddenly went "Hodoi" and that in his face to distract him. Absolutely friggin' disgusting. I hate spitting, don't ever friggin' spit at people, but friggin' hell, I think this is quite a good time to friggin' do it, and it's really distracting as well. Someone goes in your eyes, like you can try it out. Well, don't literally spit on bloody people. Put your fingers in water and go up to someone and then flick the water in their face. They're like, ugh. And a few seconds obviously can like change the event. And like I say, you don't want to be in a friggin' bad situation. Obviously get away if you can, but obviously we're in a room, crazy guys outside. Maybe I shouldn't have opened the bloody door, but I want to know what the hell's going on. I want to bloody sleep. I don't want to hear these friggin' door banging. Just out of the blue, next minute we got our hands on each other's shoulders, pushing each other. Apparently we're in a city now, thanks to AI. Next minute, suddenly change t-shirts and change positions. Cheers, AI. I've got my arm on his shoulders, pushing him away as far as I can. Lucky enough, I know a little bit how to fight and everything, so I push him away as far as possible. Touch bloody wood as well. I'm having an okay day, because unfortunately I suffer like fibromyalgia and other things and everything, and sometimes I just can't even friggin' move. I feel so friggin' ill. So make sure you like and subscribe and cheer us up as well. I'd much appreciate it. I'm holding on to his shoulders like this, pushing him as far away as I can, and then I raise up my knee and push a teep. A teep is a push kit which we use in Muay Thai, obviously to get people away, and I didn't want him coming in the frigging room, especially with her bloody behind me. Who knows what the bloody happened. So yeah, I'm just going to show you it through this CCTV footage. I'm going to speed through it a bit because otherwise it'll just take so long. So yeah, absolute frigging nut job, guys. I mean, he walked away around the corner, come back, stood in front of our door, went back, come back again, went back, come back again, and he kept standing in front of our door just looking at our bloody door, for crying out loud. Absolute frigging nut job. So next time he comes back, he then knees the door. I'll tell you what, it sounded so bloody loud. These doors, I'll tell you what, you just tap them and they freaking like boom, boom. Yeah, so he knees the door, doesn't need it. He's not like, oh my god, door, I love you, I need you so much. And like, oh my god, these situations, just like like that. You just got to think so quickly. Think on your feet. Got to know exactly what to friggin' do. As you can see, like, yeah, his hands suddenly started moving up. I could do it on his face. Our arms like pushing each other, pushing like that. He tries to kick to come in through to the door and try and enter the room. And that's when I do my teep. I'm quite pleased with that. I'm quite pleased. So after doing the teep and sending him to the other side of the freaking corridor, I had that split second because I wasn't sure what to do. Do I go and bosh him or do I shut the door, make sure we're safe inside, and then sort of re-come to my thoughts and decide what to do? And yeah, I went for the latter one. Probably the best thing to do. But yeah, every situation is different. So I grabbed my phone to send a message to the building staff here. Emergency! Some guy just tried to come into our room and attack us. We got an emergency telephone number for the building here in case there's an emergency, funnily enough. And yeah, she's like panicking. She's like, ah! By this lovely created AI image. And she's on the phone. We will reply in seconds. Calls the emergency number about 5 times. No one answers at all. So I'm like, okay, yeah, calm down, stay there. So I'm at my door, and this time I'm going to use the actual Peephole. The Peephole. That sounds a bit funny. Couldn't see anyone. Obviously, I don't know if he, I mean, absolute freaking psycho. I don't know if he had like a freaking knife. Don't know what he's going to do. If he's going to come out and bosh, right, hide him outside the door and everything. And I obviously told her to stay back. Freaking number one priority is make sure nothing happened to her. So stay back. And then I open the door to have a butcher's come out quickly as well. Bosh. Yeah, nobody's there, luckily. Okay, we go down to the security office downstairs, and I'm walking down the corridor like this, so I can get a view around the corner where the lift is. It's called like slice the pie. You want to like get close to the wall as you can, because then you can get like a view just round the corner and see what's going on. Then if you're walking the other side and just poking your head around the corner, it's a much better sort of technique to get sort of a better view of what's going on. And she comes up behind me, is walking a bit quicker. I'm like, whoa, what you doing? Stay the hell behind me. Obviously I don't want anything frigging to happen to her. It's like my frigging like my worry is hell. So I was like, if there's anything going to happen, I'm going to be there at the front ready to deal with everything. Yeah, and then we come out. Oh my god. So yeah, I've got her standing over here looking down the corridor while I'm this side, just checking the steps in case anyone comes flying down. I know it seems overly dramatic, but I'll say you never friggin' know. Okay. Then the lift opens, we get inside, all okay. Obviously I make sure she stands right behind me, so I'm at the front of the door in case, you know, whatever happens, if he's right there when you open it. Knowing my luck is a friggin' huge possibility, considering everything I touch turns to shite. It's like the Midas touch, isn't it? Everything he touches turns to gold. I've got the anti-touch. Everything I touch turns to excrement. Oh, I laugh, but I'm so friggin' sad. Oh dear. Anyway, so we come out the lift, we get to the ground floor, come out the lift, and we walk in straight ahead now down to the security section. We just got to walk through like a few sort of cars, bits and bobs, and then there's the geezer outside the building that sits down and security fies stuff. But it means he sits on his bottom and just plays on his phone. So yeah, general security guard in Thailand. No, I'm sorry, Thailand, I'm only joking, sort of. And we tell that obviously the geezer what happened. Didn't have to call the police or not, because obviously in Thailand it's a little bit different than it is in like some Western countries and stuff. Yeah, things don't work quite as well as they should do in some things here. And as I'm standing there, I look up and I'm like, hold on. I think that's him over there. Yeah, I think that's him. That's him over there. And the security guard is like, oh, don't do anything. Don't do anything. I was like, I'm like really still like livid. I really want to freaking. Can see a car driving up as well, so a car reverses round and he gets into this car and the security guard, don't go anywhere, and I'm like, hold on, I want this freaking number plate as well for freaking evidence. So I like run to the back of the car, as you can see by the CCTV. I like obviously get down and take the photos of the car number plate. Like I don't know if that was his, I don't know if it's his friend or what the hell it was. So obviously I do that, and then we come back to the security guard, and he's like, oh, maybe you can call again if he comes back. I was like, yeah, the phone's not working in there, and the emergency line, well, answer all the time. Another rhyme. Yeah, no bloody answers. So he was nice enough to give us his telephone number. You can have my number now. So we could call him directly down to the security bloke, and if there was a problem again, which was awesome. So yeah, obviously he drove off in the car and everything. We had a little bit of a chat with the security bloke, and then we headed up back through the doodah bit, up to the lift, and then back to the room where I put the shutter in, just the shutter down, the shutter around, whatever you call it, on the door, just to be double safe, really. So obviously for the rest of the night we were a little bit sort of adrenaline-ified and everything, a bit of a rush and everything, so couldn't sleep that well, unfortunately. But for the rest of the night it was all okay, baby, all okay, which is fantastic. And then we get to the next day, which is a bit of another story on its own. Oh my god! In the morning, we go down to the office and say like, what happened like last night? Unbelievable, blah 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 blah. And can we have the CCTV footage? And like, who is this guy? Did he like break into the building? What the hell was going on? And yeah, well, after a little bit of talking and everything, we then find out. Guess what? It's the friggin' new person that's staying in the friggin' building. And guess where he was staying? The friggin' room right next to us. He literally came that friggin' morning. Never seen him in my life. We've never seen him at all. And then he starts doing that friggin' psycho behaviour. Unfriggin' believable. So we're like talking to the office and that, like saying, what the hell? You friggin' kicked this guy out. He's a friggin' nut job. I mean, what the hell? Danger to friggin' everyone in the building or what? And then like after talking and talking, you're not going to friggin' believe it. You go, well, we don't want to kick him out because he's not staying that long. I was like, he tried to break in our room and attack us. Yeah, but he's paid, and he's not staying that long. I was like, it don't bloody matter how long he's bloody staying. Bloody hell, what if that was a friggin' like the bird opposite us, a friggin' tiny little girl, and like no one in there to like protect her like he had me in this room with her. Like, what the hell would have happened if he tried to break into that room? I mean, who knows what would have bloody happened? Jesus Christ. And, oh, no, we're not going to kick him out. Like, kicking in our freaking door, trying to enter our bloody room. Oh, no, he's paid. We don't really want to get rid of him. I was like, what the freaking fudge, man? What the freaking Cadbury's a fudged bar? Are you talking about you don't want to get rid of him? Unfreaking believable. And and when we like say, well, who is he? Where is he freaking from? What's bloody going on? Mr. Fuji. What? Yeah, some Japanese bloke. Unbelievable, can you believe it? Japanese guy, wow. ごめんね、日本。大好きな子だけど、ちょっと変な人もいるね. So yeah, after all that malarkey, we decided to go down to the police station to report the incident, as we got all like the footage and everything. As I said earlier, there was that girl living opposite us, so I knock on her door before we head off to the police station and tell her the story, what happened last night, and she's like, oh my god! So I said, yeah, make sure we keep the door shut now, just in case. I mean, you never know what's going to friggin' happen. I said, if you need anything, or if you're in trouble, just scream and I'll come running. About a metre across from us room, so yeah, don't have to run that much, which is lucky because dear, asthma. Oh dear. Anyway, so she has to take the rest of the day off of work. I cancel classes and yada yada yada, and we end up walking down to the police station near us. The police station near us. And I say this because this is a really annoying thing here in Thailand, okay? So make sure you pay attention. This is a top tip. So we like get there, like wait, then file the report, and then they're like, where do you live? And obviously we give the address and everything. And then they're like, oh, you can't do it at this police station. I'm like, what do you mean? Oh, this one's not as near to you than the other one. And you're like, what? So yeah, in friggin' Thailand, you have to report it to the nearest friggin' police station where the incident friggin' happened, which is absolutely unbelievable, really, when you think about it. So then we find out like the other police station is like literally like a couple of meters nearer than this one, which is in the total opposite friggin' direction. So can you believe it? We had to then obviously this time get a friggin' taxi to go all the way to the bloody other police station because it was like a couple of meters nearer the incident, which is obviously our building. And funny enough, there was a tourist there as well who lost his phone in like Sukhumvit, I think. And yeah, he wanted the police report for the insurance when he goes back to his own country. And again, we had to explain to him, yeah, it was like saying, no, you can't do it here. You have to go back up to like Nana Plaza and everything. And there's a police station near there because they won't let you do it here. Yeah, really annoying. So if anything ever happens to you guys, make sure you do it in the police station near the event that happened. Okay, bonus tip there. Super good tip. Make sure you like and subscribe for that as well. Thank you very much. Cheers. Yeah, so then we get the taxi down to the other police station, the opposite direction, because it's like 2 meters friggin' nearer to our building. And then, guess what? Oh, God. Friggin' big traffic jam. It's a friggin' crash on the bloody road. A big crash, police everywhere and all that malarkey. Oi. Then we get to the police station, and then we come out, and it's absolutely friggin' busy AF, this police station. The other one, hardly anyone there. This one, absolutely jammed, friggin' packed. We had to wait friggin' ages. And guess what was, guess who was in the police station this time? The people that were in the bloody crash down the bloody road. And yeah, that's just been ages doing all of that malarkey, and there's arguments and everything. So I'm like, oh, God, the Bennett. So after waiting absolutely freaking ages, we then tell the story to what happens to the front staff, and they go, oh, we don't deal with that bit. You have to queue up for this geezer down here, in this room. Okay. So we wait again, and we get to the geezer, and she's telling the story to the bloke sitting there, and he's literally like this. He tried to get into our room, he got the CCTV footage, he tried to attack us and everything. So he's doing all of this while we're telling the bloody story. Can you freaking believe it? Yeah. Freaking home invasion. He's like acting like that. Then goes, yeah, you have to then go to the front office because I don't deal with that. It's like, he just told us to come here. Oh, no, go to the front office. So we go to the front office and then they're like, why are you here again? We told you to go there. I said, we just been there. Then they said, oh, well, we don't do it, do we? I was like, well, you just told you did. No, we don't. Oh, God, fucking hell. So we're supposed to talk to you then. You have to see him again. And he come back and he's like, go there. I was like, we just been here. He just told us to come back again. You freaking believe it? So we ended up talking to another bird at the office and that, and then they start taking like the information. Do you want to see the CCTV footage and everything? Oh, no. I was like, what do you mean no? And then, it's not really a big deal, is it? I was like, they tried to break into our house. We got the footage here and everything. If it all happened, we know the name of the person, where he's staying. Yeah, it's not really a big deal though, is it? Not really a big deal. Can you believe it? Can you freaking believe it? And then we're like, well, what are we supposed to do in this situation? If he breaks in, and I was like, and then they're like, how are we supposed to defend ourselves? And you can't. What do you mean you can't? You can't defend yourself. You just have to let him attack you. I was like, huh? Oh yeah, you're not allowed to do that. It's against the law. I was like, well, someone's attacking us, and we can't do anything. No, you can't do that. You can't do that at all. Like, so what? If he's there punching us and everything? No, because that'd be illegal. Huh? So someone attacks you and you just got to let them beat the out of you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That ain't gonna bloody happen, is it? So after all of that, they then say, oh, you're gonna have to go to another building now because we don't really do with this in this part. Oh my God, this is like the I think it was the 7th or 8th time we've gone back to different bloody people. So yeah, then we have to queue up and go up to another building and tell the exact same story again. So we get to the other building. These guys are a little friendlier and everything, and seemed a bit more interested in that. And we say the same thing again. Here's the story, blah 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 blah. You can see the footage and that, and they're like, oh, yeah, we're not really going to do anything. So why not? Did he come into the room? I was like, no. Thanks to me, I managed to do a freaking push kick and kicked him out the bloody room and then shut the door before he could come in. Oh, if he didn't come in then, what's the big deal? I was like, well, what if it is frigging her on her own? They'd open the door and they come in. Well, if they came in then, I suppose it would be a bit more serious, wouldn't it? But like, yours, they didn't come in the room, so what's wrong? Oh, dear. Bloody hell, you can't believe this sometimes over here. You really can't. So, yeah, after the reporting it and everything, we then said, what do you do if you have to defend yourself and blah, blah, blah again? Because the other person says, you just have to let the person beat you. And they're like, no, don't be stupid. And like, well, they said it was the law. No, that's not the law. And then someone else, yeah, it is. And then the other guy was like, no, it's not law. Apparently you can defend yourself, but you're not allowed to go to extremes, obviously, like, ripping off their head or something and then kicking it down the road. So, so after we'd done that, we filed a report and everything, we then come back to the room after a few hours and which it bloody took, and went back to the office and said, we've filed a police report and everything, here's the document, and we want to speak to the bloody person and everything. So they then said, okay. So both of us come up to the room with the office staff, and we come up to his door, and we're like, it's the freaking police, open up now. And I was like, yeah. And we're waiting, I can hear some noise. I was like, open the fudging door! You're in shit, mate! I've started to get really annoyed again, really angry. Jai Yin Yin. That means calm down in Thai. And he opens up the door. He's like this. Oi. What the hell's your problem, mate? What the hell were you doing last night? We just been to the police and everything. We got a report. What the hell are you playing at? And he's like, don't know. I was like, you freaking attack us. You come in, try to break into our room. And I was like, don't remember. Don't know. Like, what do you mean you freaking don't know? Sorry. Mate, sorry. You're walking up and down, you kick our door, you freaking walk in, you keep staring at our door all bloody night. About 7 times you come up to our door and just bloody stare at it. Oh, I don't remember. Can't remember anything. I was like, well, we freaking like this bloody work. We had to cut a bloody work. What you going to bloody do about it? You want some bloody compensation, mate? You've screwed a whole day up. I hardly bloody slept at night. What are you going to freaking do about it? Here's a bloody police report. You want to freaking be kicked out of the bloody country? So obviously the police and all of that weren't going to do anything. The building weren't going to throw him out. I just wanted to intimidate him and scare him a little bit that he wouldn't try anything else. Obviously, if you feel a little bit scared and intimidated, you're not going to go crazy again. Or hopefully, anyway. That was my logic. So after all of that, he ended up giving us 2,000 baht, said he was sorry, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, yeah, mate, okay, yeah. So if you're not here for that much longer, don't let it happen again. Don't let me see you. Don't try anything like this again, or I won't be as friendly next time. And then we go back to our room and we never hear from him ever again. So yeah, I think he left about a week later or so, or 6 days later. So yeah, there we go. What a freaking story, eh? Can you believe it? Just wow, dear. I tell you what, I'm just a magnet for unlucky stuff that happens. I tell you, all the bloody damn time. I tell you, I can't get a day without stuff going wrong or freaking drama. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Lucky enough, I had the energy to do these videos and that by my awesome keto recipes. So check those ones out if you like Thai food. Got some Thai keto healthy recipes. Check those videos out. Loads of other ones as well. Travel Thailand as well if you want to see more Thailand, and a few other countries as well. We've got England, obviously from England, and Dubai, and a few Europe ones coming out soon. So stay tuned for those. Thanks for watching again. Take care, stay cool, and I'll see you on the next video.